Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge
Here's secret code 13+4, which is a children's thief game. Interesting, huh? You're going to get a number of dice and tokens, and I'll show you all these in the flow of the game. You are going to get a instruction manual in a few different languages, as most haba games do. The rules are only really 2.5 pages long. Not too long, can be easily understood in just a few minutes. You will also get this very nice, very cool looking actually board that I like a lot. It kind of pops. You can see the colors that were used and kind of the museum look. I'll be running around this path. I really like this game board. To set up the game, you're going to put your 4 guys, or how many people are playing here. You will set your dice aside, and these tiles are double-sided, so you can use bigger numbers, lower numbers, or random numbers, whatever you'd like to do. And there's little squares pre-painted here that you'll put all of the tiles down on. The game is very easy to play. You're going to take all of these dice, and you will roll them. In this case, I need a 6. I don't have a 6. Let's pretend like I had rolled a 6. Let's pretend like I had rolled a 6. I could use the number and I could jump right over it. I've solved that lock and I go past it. But here's a 13. So what I would do is I would try to take these dice, and I can use add, subtract, multiply, or divide, or whatever level your kid is at. We use add, subtracting in my family because that's where we're at. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So I got to 13, I got to go over that. Now there's 2 paths here, and there's 2 parts. This part over here, it will branch off 2 in 2 parts. You can try to guess it where you want to be. I have a 7 and a 1, so it can't go to 12 or the 19. It would then pass to the next player. The next player would roll the dice and then go. I'm going to continue on with red just to showcase this. So I need 12. So 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 is 12, so maybe I'll go down this path. I could use the 9 minus the 1 is 8, and I only have a 7 left over, so I cannot go. And you continue to do that till you get here. First one to here at 20 wins the game. If multiple people do it on the same turn, you share the victory. The whole point of this game is to be using your math skills, adding, subtracting, multiply, dividing, whatever you want to use to get here. So there is a shared victory. A couple times we played it, we've had everybody win or everybody but one, but it's usually a pretty close game using the skills, and we help everybody out with their math as we're playing. Educational games are available by the truckload. If you want an educational game, they are out there. And for the most part, they're terrible. They're boring. They're an exercise in frustration. And they're not fun. I played a game I reviewed before called Adios Amigos that I really liked for the adding. And I kind of, if I can say this, dumbed it down for the kids a little bit for whatever math level they're on. Now I'm looking at Secret Code 13+4. This is a game where I have to say the theme is a little bizarre because you're breaking in a museum and stealing. And my daughter, who's 7, caught on to that very quickly. She looked at me quizzically and said, "Dad, are we the bad guys? Are we stealing? Should we be doing this?" And then I said, "Well, we're stealing from a secret lair of somebody who stole some stuff and we're just getting it back. We're the good guys." And I kind of had to spin that. So that theme is a little bizarre for a kid's game. Put that aside. With this game, this is one of my favorite kids' games with an educational twist. So what you're doing is you're breaking in to get these goodies. It's kind of like a race, if you will. And there's numbers placed along the track, and you'll be rolling the dice. And with those dice, you can go as far as you want as long as you only use each die one time. And if you match the number, so if there's a 2 and you happen to have rolled a 2, you get to move up. That's just luck, but that's not really where the game shines. Where the game is going to shine is that you can add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So my kids 7 and 4 don't know how to multiply or divide. So we just use addition and subtraction when we play. And so if there's a 7, you can use a 3 and a 4, because that will get you to 7, and you go over that number. Or if you rolled a 9 and a 6, you can subtract that to get a 3. Or you can, like, 7 plus 4 is 11, minus 2 is 9. And that's how you got to 9. You could totally do that. Yeah, you could just use the 7 and 2. I get it. But you get the point. So you have as much adding and subtracting as you want to get to the numbers that is in front of you that you get over. So the kids are really, and sometimes you'll be like, oh, 3 and a 4 is 7. But if I use this 5 and the 2 to get to 7, then I can use this 3 and that 6 to get 9. So even though there's 2 ways you can get over the first hurdle, you want to go as far as possible in a turn because it's kind of a race. So there's a lot of ways and a lot of times. And with our 4-year-old who doesn't know how to add or subtract, I'll try to keep it very easy and I'll give him the answers. Like, what's 4 plus 2? You need a 6. And I'm just kind of reinforcing it. So your kids are going to grow out of this when they get to a certain point. Or you can just play it with multiplication. You can play it with dividing. You can make the numbers higher. So there's a lot of flexibility to this game. I really like this game. The kids never really picked up that we were learning until I said something to my wife, and they were like, yeah, I'm learning, blah, blah, blah. But really great. If you're a homeschooler, this is a really fun game to do math. It's a lot better than doing worksheets, and you can play this game over and over and over again with the kids, and they really, really liked it. So while it's just rolling dice, you're utilizing those dice to move by adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, or just cut it off wherever your kids are at. Fantastic. I love this game. Homeschooler, you want to reinforce math and have fun while you're playing a game. Secret Code 13 plus 4 is the game for you from Haba. This is 100% a children's game, and I always put these in 2 categories. 1, I let the kids have the game. You can play it, lose the components, play with your friends, whatever you want to do, because I'm probably not going to play it again. The Candyland up. Or the second category where we hold some games back. We want to make sure we keep the components because these are going to be family night games. Games we're going to play with the family when we want to play games. This is definitely going to be almost that third section. We're going to use this in our homeschooling. We're going to use this with our kids to reinforce math. So it will go in the second category of games that we will keep as a family and pull out and play as a family, and we don't want to lose the components for. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing games.